Wait a second, basketball's world just got rocked. Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's new superstar whose every shot goes viral, has straight up told Team USA, "I'm out." Why? Bench drama exploding? And Sue Bird? She's apologizing herself. Is this real or total fake? In today's video, I'm spilling the full story, and maybe a twist that'll blow your mind. Hit like if you're a Clark stan, subscribe for more WNBA bombshells. Let's dive in. But hold up. How did America's sweetheart end up walking away from gold medal glory? It all started with a tiny detail that snowballed into chaos: jersey numbers. Clark's iconic number 22, snatched by the vets, assigned number 12 instead, like she's some rookie afterthought. Fans are raging. Bench her before she benches herself. But whispers say Clark snapped, packed her bags, and ghosted the camp. Is this the end of her USA dream? Or a power move that'll change everything? Stick around, I've got the receipts. Let's rewind for a second. Caitlin Clark, a name that's become synonymous with basketball greatness, bursts onto the national stage. She's not just another college star, she's rewriting the record books, shattering the NCAA all-time scoring record with a style and swagger that has fans on their feet every night. At Iowa, she was unstoppable, dropping triple-doubles, draining logo threes, and making the impossible look routine. The Indiana Fever snatch her up, and suddenly, she's the face of a franchise, averaging over 20 points per game as a rookie, making it look effortless. The hype is real. Analysts, fans, and even her rivals are calling her an Olympic lock. The future of women's basketball? It's wearing a Clark jersey. The world is watching, and expectations are sky high. But then, the scene shifts. Enter Team USA's old guard, the legends who've built the program's dynasty. Sue Bird, the ultimate floor general and a four-time Olympic gold medalist, is now the team's unofficial director of culture. She's the one who sets the tone, who makes sure the new generation understands the weight of the jersey. When it comes time to assign numbers, it's not just about picking your favorite, it's about legacy, respect, and tradition. The veterans gather, the rookies wait, and the tension is real. Clark's iconic number 22, it's already spoken for, claimed by a legend who wore it before her. The message is clear. On Team USA, history matters. Instead, Clark is handed number 12. Seems like a small thing, right? Just a number. But in the world of elite sports, numbers are identity, legacy, and pride. For some, it's a harmless switch. For others, it's a slight, a signal that the new kid still has dues to pay. And then, the internet does what it does best: explode. Social media lights up with hot takes and hashtags. Fans are outraged, convinced that Clark is being sidelined before she's even played a minute for Team USA. Comment sections fill up with debates. Is this hazing? Is it respect for tradition? Or is it just plain disrespect? Every move is scrutinized, every silence analyzed. Clark, usually so vocal and expressive, suddenly goes quiet. No tweets, no interviews, just silence. The basketball world holds its breath. Is she upset? Is she plotting her response? The drama is real and everyone's watching. Then, just when things seem to be settling down, boom, the rumor mill kicks into overdrive. Leaked texts start circulating, supposedly showing Clark venting her frustration. Reports surface of a heated team huddle, with Clark allegedly saying, "If I'm not starting, I'm not playing." The story spreads like wildfire. Is it true? Is it fake? No one knows for sure, but the controversy is everywhere. Fans are divided. Some say she's standing up for herself, others say she's being a diva. The question is out there. What would you do in her shoes? The spotlight is hotter than ever, and the world is waiting to see how Caitlin Clark responds to her first real test on the biggest stage of all. Picture this for a moment. You're just 23 years old, barely out of college, and suddenly, the weight of an entire professional league is pressing down on your shoulders. Every move you make, every shot you take, is scrutinized by millions. The expectations are sky high, and the pressure? It's relentless. Now, add to that the constant barrage of negativity, trolls flooding your DMs with hate, critics dissecting your every play, and strangers online who seem to know your life better than you do. It's not just about basketball anymore. It's about surviving the storm that comes with being a young superstar in the spotlight. And just when you think you've found your footing, the very team you dreamed of playing for, the one you thought would have your back, starts treating you like you're yesterday's news. The locker room grows colder. The support you once felt starts to fade. And suddenly, you're questioning everything. Caitlin Clark has never shied away from talking about the hate she's faced. In fact, she's been brutally honest about how close she came to walking away from the game she loves. Last year, the pressure nearly broke her. She admitted in a rare moment of vulnerability that she almost quit hoops altogether. The constant criticism, the feeling of isolation, and the overwhelming expectations nearly pushed her over the edge. And now, this moment right here, this is the breaking point. According to sources close to the Indiana Fever, things reached a boiling point late one night. At 2 in the morning, unable to sleep, Clark picked up her phone and called her agent. Her voice was shaky but determined. "Tell Bird I'm done," she said. The words hung in the air, heavy with finality. It wasn't just a threat, it was a cry for help, a signal that she'd reached her limit. The empty arena, the silent locker room, the unanswered texts from teammates. It all added up to a feeling of being completely alone, despite being surrounded by fans and cameras. And what about Sue Bird? The legendary point guard, known for her icy composure and unflappable demeanor, finally showed a crack in her armor. When she got the message from Clark's agent, she didn't respond right away. Instead, she took to Instagram, posting a cryptic story. "Regrets. Let's talk." For someone who's always kept her emotions in check, this was a rare glimpse behind the curtain. Was it an apology? A plea for understanding? Or just a desperate attempt at damage control? The basketball world was left guessing, dissecting every word, every emoji, every pause in her statement. The fallout was immediate. Team USA looked rattled during their next game, the chemistry clearly off. Social media exploded with polls and debates. Should Clark stay? Or is it time for her to walk away? 70% of fans said yes, they want her to stay, but the uncertainty hung in the air. The stands were filled with anxious faces, fans clutching homemade signs, hoping for a miracle. If Clark decides to bail, what does that mean for Team USA? Can they really go for gold without their brightest star? Or is this the moment when everything starts to unravel? One thing's for sure, the gold medal is slipping further and further away, and the world is watching, holding its breath. Let's break it all down. USA Basketball's highly anticipated training camp is set to kick off on January 26th at the legendary Duke University. This isn't just any camp, it's the first step in Team USA's journey to the World Cup in Berlin, a tournament that will define the next era of women's basketball. The gym is buzzing with energy as the nation's top talent arrives, each player hungry for a spot on the final roster. Coaches are watching every move, every shot, every huddle, because the stakes have never been higher. For months, Caitlin Clark was considered a lock for the team, a shoo-in, the rising star everyone expected to see in red, white, and blue. Her college stats are off the charts, her highlight reels go viral, and her fan base is massive. But then, everything changed. A sudden shift in team dynamics, a controversial decision, and now Clark's spot is in jeopardy. The basketball world is stunned. How did we get here? What happened behind the scenes to turn a sure thing into a question mark? Veteran leaders like Aja Wilson are rallying around Sue Bird, the legendary point guard and team captain. Their message is clear. Numbers don't win games, heart does. It's a philosophy that's carried Team USA to gold medals and world championships for decades. The vets believe that experience, chemistry, and grit matter more than flashy stats. They want to protect the culture they've built, and they're not afraid to speak out, even if it means challenging the new generation. But Clark's camp isn't backing down. They fire back with a pointed response. Heart? Try respect. They argue that Clark has earned her place through hard work, talent, and leadership. Her supporters say she's the future of the sport, and leaving her off the team would be a huge mistake. The tension is palpable, on the court, in the locker room, and across social media. This isn't just about basketball, it's about legacy, respect, and the direction of Team USA. Meanwhile, the numbers tell a troubling story. WNBA viewership has taken a hit. Ratings dipped a staggering 15% during the last Olympics, when Clark wasn't in the spotlight. Empty seats in arenas, declining TV audiences, and a sense that something is missing. The league is feeling the pressure, and so are the sponsors who depend on star power to drive engagement. The message is clear. Caitlin Clark moves the needle, and her absence is being felt everywhere. If Clark decides to walk away, the consequences could be seismic. Rookies, many of whom see her as a role model and leader, are threatening to revolt. Sponsors are already getting nervous, quietly pulling their support and rethinking their investments. The ripple effect could destabilize not just Team USA, but the entire women's basketball ecosystem. The stakes have never been higher, and everyone is watching to see what happens next. Some are even whispering about a so-called Clark curse, a theory that Team USA's struggles on the international stage are linked to her absence. Is it just bad luck, or is there something more to it? Fans in Berlin and beyond are desperate for answers as Team USA faces unexpected challenges and mounting frustration. The pressure is on, and the world is watching. I've spent hours scouring X, reading every hot take, every emotional post, every trending hashtag. The fan base is in full meltdown mode. Debates rage about loyalty, tradition, and the future of the sport. Analysts are split, former players are weighing in, and the conversation is louder than ever. It's not just a basketball story, it's a cultural moment. One tweet sums up the drama. Sue, give her number 22 or watch the dynasty die. It's a plea, A warning and a challenge all at once. The question remains, who's right? Is it time for a changing of the guard, or should tradition and experience win out? The answer could shape the future of Team USA and women's basketball for years to come. But here's the bombshell I promised. What if it's all a setup? Insiders whisper. This drama is scripted hype to build buzz for the cup. Clark and Bird, besties behind the scenes. That apology? Dropping tomorrow. Full collab video. Genius or betrayal? You decide. Drop your theory in the comments. Best one gets a shout out. WNBA's never been this wild. Clark's future hangs by a thread. Smash like if you want her back in red, white, and blue. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Next vid. Full roster predictions if she stays. Peace out, ballers. What's your take? See you in the replies.